Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play The Longest Journey. When we left off last time, we solved a horrible puzzle with the crystals, and we found that the Maerum and the winged people... Shoot, I lost the name of them. I know what they are. It's been saying right along. Anyhow, they were actually originally the same people. They've just evolved in very different ways. They ended up having a war, and that's why they hate each other now. But really, we gotta find a way for them to make peace. We have to unite the peoples. Okay, so, I was gonna meet up with you and I had an idea how to get out from under the water, because we need to go topside now. And I don't have that idea yet. But, I mean, it can't be that hard, right? So, let's just poke around a bit. We gotta find it, I'm sure. What items do we have? We have our talisman, but that's what we need right now. Light as a leaf, just float right up to the top. Where am I? Get over here. Yeah, take this potion.
I'll save it for when I really need it.
Like right now, and we'll just zip up there. Although I don't know anything about diving, but if you like zip up to the top too fast, is that really bad? Although the mer people pulled us down here really fast in the first place. Maybe it's not far enough down that like water pressure changes and exploding lungs or whatever is an issue. I don't really know enough about it to even clearly say what I'm trying to say. But I think there's like, if you go up or down too fast, it can kill you, can't it? If you're going to like deep levels. Maybe I need to use the potion on the wreck, and if the wreck floats up to the top, we can just kind of float up with it. Or not invisibility. Float up on the decomposing body of the snapjaw? No. What's going on in April's diary? Thursday afternoon. The Maerum Queen believes I may be what they call the Water Stiller. Why not? After all, I am April Bandu Ambada, and I'm probably what the Vinar call the Kanang La, so why not the Water Stiller? Thing is, this time I have to prove it. The Water Stiller is supposed to uncover an ancient shrine and bring light to the darkness, which I've already done. Then I have to show some proof of my mission. The talisman, which the captain locked away in the chest, and kill a snapjaw. Kill a snapjaw? What am I, an Amazon hunting woman person? I think not. I have a hard time smacking a fly. But if I want to get out of here... The talisman probably went down with the ship. I wonder how difficult it would be to get a hold of it. Well, we have that, and we killed the snapjaw. Did we show her... I showed her the talisman, right? Did I forget something so simple? We had to show her the talisman to get the spear, didn't we? But we killed the snapjaw, and there's no diary update. Alright, Queenie. I would like to reunite your peoples, but I need your help in getting me to the other part of your peoples. So, yeah, she's seen that. She doesn't care. And we showed her Snapjaw Fang. She has it. Should we show her the Maerum Stone? Ooh, we should. That's what I'm missing.
I've taken from you the object you've kept hidden for generations. It's part of the disc that will restore the balance and save the twin worlds from chaos.
You have indeed fulfilled all but one of the prophecies. You might yet be the Water Stiller. We would not have thought she would come in our lifetime.
Good. Then you'll take me to your sleeping god.
No, we gotta finish the prophecies first.
There is but one more prophecy you must fulfill.
Well, at least help me up and I'll work on that.
There's more? Sure, there's always more. That's the fun part about prophecies.
Uniting the peoples, April. You gotta keep track of this.
You must unite our people once again.
But you said you were united, that there's no strife between
April,
them.
you saw the whole pictorial history. We gotta go to the elation.
The Water Stiller will come to bring our people together again, to unite us and save us. This has still not come to pass. Until you do so, the prophecies of the Water Stiller have not fully come to pass.
That's all she's got, eh?
I think I know now what the prophecies mean when they
good.
say your people will be reunited. The Maerum are at peace with each other, yes? But you're not at peace with the Elation, the wing demons.
And as you know, you guys are part of the same
They
thing.
are our enemies.
Right now they might be, but it wasn't always like that. Not according to the carvings in the temple cave.
What do you mean?
You saw it. You were there with
Once
me.
upon a time, long ago, the Maerum and the Elation were one people.
What? This is heresy.
It's in your ancient shrine.
I'm just telling you what I saw in your temple. This was a very long time ago, and the one species soon divided in two. One sought refuge in the sea, the other on the winds. But both the Maerum and the Elation were dependent on the other for various reasons, amongst them Tenyen, which was abundant where the two people lived in close proximity to each other. Apparently, there was peace between your two people for a very long time, but then something happened, something that caused a war to break out. Both the Elation and the Maerum moved far away from each other, and ever since then, your people have had a tough time finding Tenyen.
And I bet it'll be the same story when we
I
talk
think
to the
the only
Elation.
way to save the Maerum from a slow death, and the Elation as well probably, is to reconcile you with your, common ancestry.
How can we believe you, Water Stiller? Your words are too outrageous, and the consequences, were you to be speaking the truth, are grave.
Well, go look at your own temple. It's there.
Don't believe me? Check out the temple walls. The whole story has been recorded there, probably when you first came to this place.
Well, it couldn't be when they first came, because when they first came, they were
What
getting
will our
along.
people say? What will they think when we tell them they are brothers and sisters to the winged demons?
They're going to have to adjust and deal with it.
You're their queen, and so you'll have to make them understand and accept their heritage. As must the Elation, I expect, and I don't think it will be any easier for them to come to terms with their history.
But that's a good point. She's the queen.
You must go to them then.
So
to
if
find
she
our
handles it
temple
well-
speaks the truth, and if they are willing to speak with us like civilized people.
If she models proper behavior, then the rest
guess I
can
must.
look to her as inspiration to
Water
follow.
Stiller or not. If you don't reunite with them, you will die. Eventually.
We will bring you to the shores of their closest island.
Thank you.
And we will await word from you on their answer.
Sounds like a deal.
Does this mean you believe me?
You are the Water Stiller. You are prophecy. We will follow your directions and fulfill our destiny.
Thank you.
One of our people will bring you to Alais, a night's journey from here. Once there, you will find the Elation and speak with their leaders. If they agree to meet, then we will do so in a place of your choosing.
I promise I'll do my best. Goodbye.
Safe journey, Water Stiller.
And already, Queen, you're doing pretty good.
We will hold on to the piece of the disc you found in the temple. If the winged demons, the Elation, agree to meet us, we will bring the stone.
It's miserly of me, but that seems a little unfair, considering they didn't even know they had the thing until I found the temple. But she's actually doing pretty well. She just learned something that pretty much is rocking her world, and she's adjusting to it. Okay, this is what we gotta do. Very well. We'll give our prophecy lady a chance to set things right. So, I mean, kudos to her for that. Okay, the first thing, absolute first thing we need to do is find our buddy. There. Excellent. I am so sorry to have worried you, friend. I just wanted to let you know that I'm not dead.
April, you're alive! You're here! You're soaking wet!
Well, I did just come out of the ocean, so...
Where did you go? I thought you drowned. I was completely miserable. And the chicks on this island are so prissy. They don't even care for a kiss unless you're all settled down with a nest in your own territory.
Ah, they got higher standards than you're used to, huh? Alright, let's chat all about it.
I had a little adventure under the sea.
Oh? I didn't know humans had gills.
I don't. I have a weird polyp in my mouth.
You don't.
Is it there permanently?
Well, I do. I think. At least I can breathe underwater now.
I guess it's there permanently. It's a symbiotic
Cool.
kind of thing.
Not as cool as being able to fly, of course, but still. Hey, does that mean you're a mermaid?
Yeah, I guess kinda.
Hardly. I don't have a tail.
No, still though. in a way. And I think he might be right. It probably is cooler to be able to fly. But still, being able to just go all over the sea is pretty awesome, too.
Glad to see you haven't lost the gift of the gab, Crow.
Lady, you have no idea how limited bird Twitter can be. It's all, hi this and here I am that, all damn day long. I haven't had a decent conversation in days.
Well, you're making up for it now.
I never know when you're gonna go AWOL on me again.
Sorry about that. It was not intentional. I was kidnapped.
What did you do after I saw you last?
Well, it took a while, but I found land. Not this island, just a rock with a couple of trees, basically. But when I went back to tell you, you disappeared.
Yeah.
I thought you'd gone bonkers from thirst and hunger and drowned yourself or something, so I decided I'd better find solid ground myself or I'd suffer the same fate.
Reasonable.
And then I found this place. Nice, isn't it? And the best part is, there are no hunters. Only a bunch of big crabs on the east side of the island and a volcano.
Where's the elation, then?
I'm gonna walk around for a bit, Crow.
We'll
I'll
find
just
them.
stay here and preen myself, thank you very much.
You have at it. All right.
Emerald green and clear as the morning sky. That's perfect holiday water.
So, what's this? Oh, I can't actually click on this thing. It looks like a, I don't know, maybe a glass bottle. Some sort of interesting debris. Well, we can get this rope.
There's a coil of rope among the debris.
Let's snatch it. It's sure to be useful. Okay, so we can go through the arch. Or, what was this?
I could get lost if I just wander off into the jungle with no idea what the island looks like or where I'm heading.
That is a good point. So don't just go that way. It's not an option.
With Crow around, a girl can feel safe.
Yeah. Oh, what's this way? Up the path. Up the path or through the arch? Let's go through the arch. Oh, here's a big crab. Hopefully it doesn't attack if we get close to it.
It's some kind of giant crab. It sounds like the poor thing's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it's kind of crying.
Yeah, the shell does look way too tight. Maybe he's outgrown it but can't shed it. Or whatever it's called.
Alright. Do you need help?
I'll just take a shot here and ask you. Is there any chance you speak, like, a real language? Like, Arcadian or English?
Or all tongue?
Okay. Now, is there some kind of magic I have to learn, or potion I have to drink, or eat, or ingest in some way to learn your language? Because that's usually how it goes.
She's picking up on it.
No? Too bad, although I'm glad I don't have to draw blood or swallow a stone or something. Can't help but feel that you're asking me for help, though. It's the strangest thing. After all, you're just clicking your claws, aren't you? It's not as if you're really talking, is it?
That could be a language. So, I'm gonna try to help you. Don't freak out.
I can't break the shell. It's too thick and solid.
And also, where's it gonna go afterwards? But I feel bad for it, all these sad cries it's making.
I get the strangest feeling that it's asking me for help, but I don't know what to do.
Okay, what kind of items do we have? Invisibility's not gonna help. Bind magic? Probably not. I don't think light is a leaf. I think we want something slippery so it can get out, right? Tie a rope to it? Nah, that's no good. I don't think this will work, but nope, no good. And I wouldn't think our talisman is going to be of use here, but okay. Alright, I'm not going to forget about you, Crab Buddy. We're going to find a way to get you out of here.
It's a big statue.
Village?
It's the village of the giant crabs. Hey, that sounds like a great name for a B-movie. Village of the Giant Crabs.
And we cannot get over there. Okay. That's it for this side, huh? Yep, alrighty. Back over here then. And let's see what we can find up the path. Ooh.
The top half of the statue depicts a big-mouthed creature calling out.
Maybe that's how the Alais communicated with the Maerum? And that's it, eh?
It's the ruins of an old city. Dense jungle.
Ooh, what's this?
It's a deep hole. More like a crevice, actually, caused by some kind of seismic activity.
Oh.
God, it must be at least 50 meters down. The crevice widens out into a huge cave just below, and there's water at the bottom.
Well, let's get our rope and check it out. What shall we tie it to? Statue base seemed like a good idea, but it's not. Okay, let's look at the statue base. Oh, well. Interesting. Triangular hole.
It's a creature with a big mouth. It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole.
So something needs to go in there.
It's a creature with large ears.
I don't really have anything triangular. This is not going to fit, is it? No. Just cram that candy wrapper in there. No. No, it's not really looking like any of this. So that makes me feel like there's probably something I need to pick up somewhere that's going to work here, and I don't have it yet. So let's see what else we can find. It's just statue.
The bottom half of the statue depicts a large-eared creature listening intently.
And then the top one's making a sound. Okay. These are just the ruins of the city. Sapling.
It's a tiny tree.
Is it strong enough to tie a rope to? It is. All right, then. Ooh, this is a good meeting space. You gonna be able to climb up when all is said and done here, April? I cannot climb a rope. I'd be in trouble if I were her. We'll trust that she can do it.
Big nests, once housing the Alais, but now empty and in disrepair.
But this would be an ideal space. There was once, they said there used to be a Maerum city under Alais Island. So, yeah, this is probably where they used to all work together and make all the tanyan and anything. So, we just need them to come back here and they'll be gold. Okay. I can't get down to the bottom? Yes, we can. Anything useful in this rubble?
It's the remains of a stone structure that probably fell down here through the crevice. There's a piece amongst the rubble that looks like a bolt or a key.
Excellent.
It's intact.
Just grab hold of that. Is it triangular?
It's a kind of stone key carved into the uncanny likeness of a key, with a head on the end.
Alright, it does look vaguely triangular, and the more important thing is it's got the head, so. Yeah, this will be the perfect spot for them to work together. Does she just have the same thing?
That's a Maerum city.
Huh? Yeah, we just gotta get them to work together a little bit and be perfect. Climb up. Excellent. Well, we also... First key thing is to actually find the elation. Okay, then. Back over to the statue base. Now, So... Okay.
It's a creature with large ears.
Alright. So what do these symbols mean? Or do I just line up the broken bits? Seems like maybe not the way. Did I see these symbols anywhere?
It's a creature with large ears. It's a creature with a big mouth.
Okay, they're matched up, but it doesn't matter. And I can also take this all the way out. But that doesn't seem like really the right move. So where have I seen these symbols? Have I seen these symbols? Yeah, again, I don't know what I'm doing here, so I don't know that it's really helpful.
The top half of the statue depicts the bottom half of the statue depicts a large-eared creature.
So do any of these look like listening?
It's a creature with large ears.
Okay, so maybe this is vaguely like large ears? I don't know. And then something that looks like shouting.
It's a triangular hole,
No,
like a keyhole.
That could be maybe shouting. Okay, let's look around. Maybe there was something in here that I just didn't see. Nothing handy carved in here.
It's the remains of a stone structure that probably fell down here through the
No.
crevice.
We'll come back to this. Let's see if there's any other hints anywhere else.
Debris from another capsized ship. These must be dangerous waters.
Well, yeah, Captain did say that there's all kinds of reefs and stuff. Oh, we can't talk to Crow at all, huh? We can pick him up and take him with us, though. No, I don't think there's anything we need him to mess around with here. Oh! To the cliff. Well. How did I miss that before? Goodness. Oh, how old is this fire?
It's an old fireplace.
Very old?
I can see clear to the bottom. This really is an excellent spot for fishing. The top half of the statue depicts a creature with a big mouth calling out.
Yeah, what does the bottom of this one look like? Like we need our thing again?
Bottom part of the statue depicts...
Alright. So that's just the same, huh? Alright. So what, we gotta line up both the statues? So that they're the same? Okay, so it had the flat line on the bottom. But I want to keep an eye on the top too. And is this the one it had on top? Okay, which would be this broken spot here. Okay. Okay, I think it passed whatever I wanted. Although it might not be what I want. Like that, right? Maybe. Let's go take it to the other one. Alright, so... what now?
It's a triangular hole.
Yes, I
like
know.
a keyhole. It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole. It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole.
Alright, so where is the clue to help me out with this puzzle? I know, I'm getting a little frustrated again. Okay. I don't think there's much to do with the fire, right? And there's no, like, handy old carvings anywhere? Can't go off this way. No. I do want to help out this crab, but what do we want to do? Blast it out of the shell? No. That doesn't really make sense. I don't think we have... I'm feeling like we just... Whatever we're gonna need, that we don't have it yet. Which could be wrong, but...
It's a village populated.
And we cannot go into this village? And how come no one from the village is helping this poor one suffering out here in agony? No, we can't grab it. It's too big.
I can't break the shell. It's too thick and solid.
I don't think talking's gonna help more, because it's gonna be the same, right?
I get the strangest
Yeah.
feeling that it's
We already did that.
Sounds like the poor thing's in a lot of pain. Yeah, the shell does look way too tight. Maybe he's outgrown it. It's a village populated by
No. Next screen. Wait. Oh, can you check out the jungle for me?
The island, Crow?
Only what I've been able to see from above. There's a volcano, dead I think, and lots of jungle, and some nice beaches.
I'd like to explore the jungle, but I'm afraid I'm going to get lost. Any ideas?
Well, I could stay airborne and keep track of where you are. That way I could direct you if... Sorry, when you get lost.
Thanks for
Sounds
the
like
vote
a
of
super plan,
confidence.
Crow.
It is a good plan.
Let's go.
Ooh, options. So, to the volcano? To the volcano. He thinks it's dead, huh? Yeah.
The rumbling is much fiercer here, and the ground is really shaking. It's definitely seismic. It has got to be emanating from this volcanic mountain. I mean, it looks dead, but it must be about to wake up or erupt or something.
Hopefully not.
Great. After surviving a shipwreck, being kidnapped by fishes, and learning to breathe in water, I'm about to die in a volcanic eruption? Isn't that ironic?
Okay. Click off Crow for a minute and see just what we got over here. Anything interesting in this mouth? Are we just climbing in there, huh? Alright. Go for it. Ooh, what is this?
It's a small, eye-sized aperture with a crystal in it, like a lens. Maybe some kind of telescope? What a strange symbol.
Come here, you. What? Ooh! What did that do?
It's a statue standing in the ruins of a city.
This
It's a
is?
statue standing in the ruins of a city.
What is it, showing you different things?
I can see a statue on a cliff overlooking the sea.
Okay. Oh, and then this is a sign that's going to be, okay, part of it.
I don't see anything interesting. I don't see anything interesting. I don't see anything interesting. It's a statue just below a really tall tree. I don't see anything interesting. Somebody's looking back at me. Oh, wait, it's just my eye. The lens is turned into a mirror. I don't see anything interesting.
Okay, so then...
It's a statue standing in the ruins of a city.
So our city is like this kind of vaguely arrow thing. And then the cliff is the sort of pot-ish. Alright. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, let's get out of this. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, it's just me. Large tree.
That's one mother of a tree. It's got to be at least 100 meters tall. And what's that in the tree crown? Looks like a man-made construction.
Yeah. Okay. Is that it up here? Even if it is, I think that was well worth it. We learned some things. So. Ooh. Large tree. We can go there. And I do want to go there, but first. Let's try over here. Very excited. We found the hints that we needed. Okay, over here. I was letting myself get frustrated way too quickly. Okay, so let's put this thing in. And this one is the kind of arrowy one.
It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole.
Which is... where is it? Not that. Now it is possible that it's broken on the bottom. Let's check the top some too. There it is. So it's between the line and something. Okay.
It's a creature with a big mouth. It's a creature with large ears.
So... alright. Maybe we just need to set him up with what we saw in the telescope and that'll do something. Oh, look, it moved him.
The bottom half of the statue depicts the top half of the statue.
Okay, so yeah, that probably did something significant. Alright. Will this summon the elation when it's all done? They're lined up properly. It'll make some kind of sound and send the acoustics in the right direction or whatever. Alright. So here, this one's already set. And the bottom, this is the bottom, right? No, dang it! Well, that sucks. All the way around.
It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole.
Okay. So it's between the arrow. It's right here. Okay, beautiful. And now those guys are lined up. So now we just have to go back. No, it was like the snaky thing for the tall tree. So let's go to the tall tree. Ear.
The bottom half of the statue depicts a creature listening, while the top part depicts a similar creature calling out.
But I can just grab it? Oh, okay. Before we do that, let's just look around. What do we got?
Dried twigs and sticks.
I don't know. These ones almost look like people. They're the elation,
Dried
aren't
twigs
they?
and sticks. Dried twigs and sticks.
No, that's the elation. All right. Let's
Dried twigs and
see
sticks.
if we can wake them up then. Okay, so which one is the kind of snaky line? Hopefully I wasn't supposed to be paying really close attention to the other ones to figure out which two signs are around. No, okay, it's right there. I didn't know if the game was going to be really tricky and have it all completely broken out, and I have to remember from the other ones we messed with which it was. There we go. Okay.
The bottom half of the statue depicts a creature.
Ow!
Oh, hey, yeah!
Shh. Who's there?
Shut up.
I know there's somebody there. I heard you.
Is she gone?
I'm right here, silly.
Nope. She's still around.
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
If you won't come out, I'll just sit down here and wait. Sooner or later, you'll have to show yourself.
Don't sit on them!
Oh my god!
Why were you about to sit on a branch like
I hate
that?
this place. I so hate it, I can't even sit down without crushing the natives.
Big person alert!
This is too freaky. No, so what are you guys?
What are you?
What does it look like?
I don't know, I'm not from here.
A talking twig?
We're stickmen. And you're an accident waiting to happen with your large, ungainly body and wobbly legs.
Sorry about that. A stick man, huh?
What's a stick man?
An unlucky bugger doomed to a miserable life of stiff backs and monotonous drudgery in the shadow of a mother tree.
Oh, a mother tree. Is that what this really tall
Happy
tree is?
little fella, ain't ya?
You have no idea.
So... Well, actually...
What's that constant rumbling noise?
Lady, you have no idea what we have to endure. All day, all night, that noise is just murder.
What is it?
It all started when Quaman, the quiet giant, would you believe that's what we used to call him, was banished by the Orowal from his perfect fishing place to some remote place in the forest.
What's the Orlawal? Well,
Whoa, information overload. Let's step back for a minute to fill in the details.
so, okay, Orlawal?
Who are the Orlawal?
They're the crab-like creatures
Ah.
who live down by the sea. They're nice people, if a little crabby. And it's hard to understand what they're saying half the time.
Okay, and so who's common?
Who's Quaman, the quiet
Quaman.
giant?
He's the scariest human we've ever seen. He stands tall as a mountain and uses whole trees for toothpicks.
Doesn't sound human.
But he was the quiet type and reasonably gentle for a human. He'd spend his days out by the Orowal village, catching fish and frying fish and eating fish, and looking out across the ocean, dreaming about loose women or whatnot.
Alright, so what happened? What did he do to upset the Orlawal?
What happened to get the quiet giant banished from that place?
The Orowal got scared when he accidentally stepped on one
Oh,
of
that's
their
really
young
sad.
ones. He didn't do any real harm, but they banished him from their village nonetheless, and told him to go far into the forest.
Where's Quaman now?
Maybe he could help with the one that's stuck in the
Somewhere
shell.
the forest east of here, we don't know where exactly. He went there to get as far away from the Orowal as possible.
Aww.
So what does all this have to do with the rumbling noise?
Oh, I was getting to that. If you just let me get a word in edgewise.
Go for it.
I just had some questions is all.
Anyway, Quaman is the brooding type. And he takes everything so to heart, he got instantly depressed and went to sleep.
And that's him
And
snoring?
what is he doing now?
Still sleeping. That's the problem.
But how long ago was it that the Orlawal banished him?
The last full moon, nearly 30 sunsets passed.
How long does the guy sleep?
He's been sleeping for a month?
He was depressed. What do you want, lady? Once I got so miserable I slept for 8 years. And let me tell you, those 8 years were the happiest of my life.
Well... How can you sleep for 8 years? Well, I mean, he's a tree folk. Maybe it's different for them.
How can you sleep for 8 years?
With these morons around? I'm not even going to answer that question.
Okay, she's got it. She's like a dog with a bone. She just can't let it alone.
No, really. 8 years?
Us stickmen grow to be hundreds of years old. 8 years is nothing.
But still, 8 years is almost half my life.
Thus far, your
You're a
life
baby.
expectancy is a lot longer.
When you grow up, you'll understand.
I still don't understand what this has to do with the rumbling noise.
See that statue over there?
Yes.
Sure. What's up with that?
Back when the Dalmari lived on this island ages ago, they put these statues up all around the island so that they could speak with each other.
You're kidding. So they're, like, telephones?
If he doesn't know what a telephone is,
You know
that's
what?
not going to make sense.
I don't know what that is. The thing is, these statues are all connected through magic. And when you speak into one, your voice flies through the air and comes out of another statue.
But I still don't understand.
You saw the big head up by the mountain?
Yes.
Yes?
That's the one they use to talk to everyone on the island, to warn people of storms or to hold evening prayer. It's connected to the statues as well. And Quaman is sleeping right next to a statue's ear.
I get it. Resonance. He's
Oh.
snoring and the deep bass reverberating through the loudspeaker, the big head, causes a resonance that vibrates the entire island.
Uh-huh.
Can't you just wake him up?
Nope, we're
Don't
going to
know
have
where
to.
he is. We're not much for exploring this forest. There's water and fire and monkeys. Monkeys like to play with sticks. We don't like monkeys.
Well,
But can't you just, well, send your voice to his statue to wake him up?
There are 4 problems with that. Number 1, all the statues have an assigned symbol, an identifying mark, but we don't know which his is. Second, most of the statues are broken in some way or another.
What do you mean?
Some statues can only talk to certain other statues. Some can't be spoken to, and some can't hear, which makes it very difficult to get a connection through to where you want to send your voice.
all right.
Number 3, in order to use the statues, you need a key. We don't have it. We don't know where it is.
And number 4?
We're stickmen, lady. What do you think? We don't know much about magic or magical devices. And
And?
And what?
we're not too smart, okay? There, I said
Aw.
it. We're not too smart. And when you look at Woody over there, who's pretty stupid by stickman standards, that's a pretty scary thought.
Sorry I asked.
Okay. So we got some things to do. Excellent. I'm thinking we wake up Crawman, and then we ask him to help out with the crab that's stuck. And then hopefully they can work something out so that he can go back to his fishing spot. They can find a way for it to be safe and just make sure he doesn't step on anybody. I'm curious to see just how big this guy actually is. But I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back and next time we're going to see about talking to our other stickmen here. And then, yeah, we'll head off and see if maybe we can find Quaman.